think I got a crutch in the summertime.
Yeah.
You want it to be 83.
Yeah, 38's the high. Actually, it's down to 36 on a quick refresh, so it's getting colder. We have snow this weekend, by the way, Saturday.
So that's definitely going to happen?
Just there's a chance of snow.
I hope so, because we're running Snowcross. That's right, at Canterbury Park, the Friday and Saturday.
Where could we watch that?
You could. We'll be on
Flow Racing.
Flow. Thank you. I don't know why that would come Flow Racing Live, and then there will be a recap show on Fox Sports and FS2 on Sundays. So thank you for tuning in. But if you want to come watch us live, we'll be there this weekend. It's a lot of fun. Bring the kiddos. There's plenty of indoor seating as well. I'm looking forward to it. I love doing this, man. It's the best. Best show on the snow. Let's go.
Yeah, it was good to see you on Tuesday night, obviously, for a great reason.
Charge and everybody, yeah.
Yeah, and it was kind of fun to go down the escalator and see all of the merchandise getting ready for this weekend.
Yeah, Ben, I don't know if you've been to a snowcross race, but I'll tell you what, you pull up and you're like, am I at a NASCAR race? I mean, it's millions of dollars of equipment, these giant haulers, these giant teams with these. I mean, it's like motocross, man. It's motocross on snow. It is a high impact, lots of fun racing. It's a lot of good time, and it'd be a great thing to do with the kiddos this weekend. Let them have some fun. You know?
Yeah. No, I actually thought about it because I'm like, wait, when is the race? Because I obviously knew that they're setting up for something. They're like, it's this weekend. I'm like, oh, this weekend,
That's right.
huh?
Bring it on, man. Yep, and I am your play-by-play guy.
I know you do a great job.
Where do you do it at Canterbury? Do you do it from the Vox box?
The booth just to the right. It's not even a booth. It's more of a room just to the right of the Vox box.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Do you use binoculars, or you just...
I just
but not for the race.
You have to call it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's true. I have to call it the television because that's what the people that are listening to me are seeing. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're there live, but you really need to call it off the screen.
That's exactly right. Yep. I can't talk about, I can't be talking about the battle for third if the battle for first is on the TV. So,
yeah.
So it's interesting. It's a fun skill. I really enjoy it. I hope I get to do more different type of racing. It
is pretty impressive the way that you do it and have to do it, because when they get going, it's a lot of snow flying around.
It certainly is.
It's hard to see, like, if somebody's going to pass or whatever. It's like, who is it again?
Yeah,
right. What number is that? Because I can't see anything.
Yep. It's easy to look silly. So you pay attention, and I guess also just like racing. I've loved it my whole life, so it's a lot of fun. So come on out. It'll be a good thing. Take your mind off all the serious things going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We will talk to .com Tom Baum there, right? What's your name, Zecco, right?
That's what all indications are.
Woot, woot. Good.
Sweet.
Thank you, Builders Remodelers at BuildersRemodelers.com. We're going to do Fan 5.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anything we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, Ben. Let's go rapid fire, because none of these are worth dwelling on, because they're mostly just NFL knows. But I still want your quick Twitch thoughts on some of these NFL headlines. Todd Bowles returning to the Buccaneers in 2026. The ownership group's like, yep, we're coming back. We're going to do one more year with Todd Bowles. Good or bad?
No, I think
indifferent.
I think it's a good thing. I mean, it just seems like they got rocked by a bunch of injuries. I mean, obviously with Baker not being 100% for most of the season, I think that they understand the bigger picture of okay, he's still a really good coach. He's got this team on the right track. He can't do anything about some of these injuries. Some of these injuries just happen. It's just football. So, unfortunately, they got a little unlucky this year, and I'm glad to see him actually get another crack at this.
Weren't they 5-1 or 6-1?
Yeah, they were on a roll, they hit a bad skid.
Man, and I got to tell you, Ben, you tell me as somebody who's played in that stadium, I love that stadium.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to that stadium. I really enjoy that stadium. The thing about it, though, I don't remember it being loud.
Oh, no.
It's a cool stadium. It's got the antics with all the pirate ship.
The pirate ship firing the cannon. It's so cool.
It is very cool.
It's like Treasure Island in Vegas 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. So
that was the best.
Great spot.
I'd have to get a refresher on whether or not the ambiance is a true home field advantage.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones is 83 years old, but Ben, he says he wants to retire with the most Super Bowl wins. It's been 30 seasons since he last won one.
Has it been that long?
That is
30
correct.
years?
30.
Jeez, Becky.
But he wants, my goal in life is to retire as the owner that won the most Super Bowls. That's my goal, to be retired in the NFL as the owner that won the most Super Bowls. We've got 3. How many more do I have to go as a single owner? How many does Robert Kraft have? 6. So I got work to do, he says.
Oh, my God.
My God.
Yeah,
So
he's got a lot
83.
of work. He's got a lot of work to do.
Well, I'll be 83.
Yeah. It's a good goal, though. You know
what? Why not?
It's going to keep him going.
Do you believe in his lifetime he gets 1 more?
Yes.
Oh, my.
You're saying Jerry Jones gets 1 before he goes.
Do you think the Wilfs ever get one?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
How old's Ziggy?
Good question.
God, if there was a website where we could look that up, that'd
Someday
be awesome.
there will be. Someday I can see a
Somebody should
future where
make
we have these things.
75.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say 73,
75.
but
It looks like he's 25. Good looking man.
I mean, he looks considerably younger than Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
True that.
yeah.
So you think he gets 1? Interesting. That feels like a long-term power trip bet, but I don't know if anybody wants the other side of that. So
I'll take the other side.
that he never gets 1?
Yeah.
How do we do this, though?
Is it when he passes?
Yeah, when he
Yeah,
passes
but I'm
away.
saying, like, if he's 83, what if he lives 15 years? That bet's just going to linger?
I'll be long gone.
I'm worried about that.
Yeah. Oh.
How about this one, Ben? The New Orleans Saints, although things can change, they say they are committed to Tyler Shook as their quarterback in 2026.
Look, I think that there was a lot of promise for him to the way that he finished the season. He was one of those quarterbacks. I think everybody was very high on and optimistic coming out of the draft. It's just that I think people were scared to take him too high and like reach for him. So he's a super talented quarterback, and it sounds like what he's doing down there is like, okay, we don't need to start over. And if we've all we've seen what that looks like. A lot of teams have seen what that looks like. And if they feel like there's a spark there, then why not see if they can ignite a huge flame down there? So good for them to kind of stick with their guns.
All right, the rest of the show, obviously, we'll do headlines. We're going to talk to .com Tom, so we'll talk about the playoffs. But let's go rapid fire with the lines on DraftKings. Let's go all 6. 4 road favorites, by the way, out of the 6 games, which is kind of crazy. Saturday, the first game is Rams at Panthers at 3:30 on DraftKings. The Rams are now 10.5-point favorites at Carolina. Rams at Panthers 3:30.
I would take that.
That the Rams are going to win by more than 10.5. The night game, Packers at Bears. The Packers are also road favorites. They are minus 1.5.
I'll take the Bears on that one.
Bears plus the points.
Yeah.
Sunday, the first game is at noon. The Buffalo Bills go to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bills are road favorites. They are 1.5-point favorites on DraftKings.
Give me the grilled out Trevor Lawrence. I'm taking the Jags.
Okay.
Wow.
The 3:30 game, the San Francisco 49ers, 4.5-point underdogs at Philly.
Tough place to play. Yeah, got to go Philly. Philly's going to figure it out. They're a playoff little machine, so I'm going to take Philly on that one.
And the Niners can't stop anybody.
Yeah.
Man, if they had Warner and Bosa, that team would be dangerous. But they don't.
Be the favorite,
But they don't.
I really hope that Eric Kendricks has a big day. National stage, it'd be great to see him.
Yeah.
Then the
said.
night game is future Vikings quarterback Justin Herbert at the New England Patriots at 7 o'clock. The Patriots are 3.5-point favorites.
Pats, I'll take them. Yep.
The Monday night game, Texans at Steelers.
What?
The Houston Texans are road favorites, 3-point favorites. This is a home Monday night football game for the Steelers, and I believe the stat still holds, right, that they have not lost a home Monday night football game since 1991. Think about that.
Wow.
That's nuts, right?
That's
it's something
nuts.
like, what is it, 20, it's like 26-0, or it's some number like that. I forget the exact number. It's crazy.
Do we know, as I'm looking it up right now, what the weather is going to be like?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Thanks, Star.
Zach says 83.
Zach says 83.
Nobody's going to ask Star.
Boy, holy slow
He knows.
computer. My goodness.
Rise and shine, gentlemen. Let's go.
It's getting there. It's 37 today. That's nice.
You don't like the iHeartRadio Wi-Fi?
No, it's terrible.
What's taking so long?
They're fixing it.
I'll get to it.
Well, it really could be my work computer, too. Oh, gosh. Now I got a pop-up ad. What is going on
What do
here?
you look
What
up
is-
on that thing?
Jeez, Louise.
Are you looking for MILFs in your neighborhood?
Hawk your computer's on.
I'm sorry, I'll turn this down.
All right.
Young Cougars.
We finally got there. Hold on, young Cougars. Yep. Monday the 12th, 37 degrees for a high and partly cloudy. So and no precip. So I'm going to go Texans on that.
Gotta
one.
hate that precip.
Give me the Texans.
Texans.
All right.
Man. Texans.
Okay, let me ask you guys. Did Pittsburgh even look that good the other night?
No.
What a great game, though. My God, it was fun.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah.
What a way to end the season. But it looked like two teams that didn't want to win until the last 8 minutes of the game.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to score.
Yeah.
I know.
And those last, I know.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
One final question. This might be hard because you don't have the whole list in front of you. I think a lot of people agree that this year feels pretty wide open, right? There's a pretty large group of teams that can win the Super Bowl. It's not one or two dominant teams, right? Pretty wide open, right?
Yeah.
Give me your short list of teams that you believe cannot win the Super Bowl.
That cannot.
That it doesn't matter.
Carolina.
Okay, there's one.
Yeah. I'll say Carolina, Pittsburgh,
The Vikings.
Dusty Cowtown.
Pittsburgh, Chargers. I would say those three for sure cannot win. Everybody else, I think, has a chance. Even the Jags.
Packers and Bears could both do it.
I would probably lean more towards the Packers of not being able to do it.
Did you say you don't think the Chargers can do it?
No.
Wow.
I think their defense is a little bit of a hot mess.
If the Packers still had Parsons, they would still be in the mix?
Yes.
Dude, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
You could put pressure on anybody with him.
Yep.
Yep.
Headlines in a second. Pelissero in a second as well. More with Ben Lieber and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Somebody's cold. Sorry. They were freezing.
Duh.
Yeah. I bet I know who's not cold right now. Thanks to our friends at,
Not yet.
well, he's not ready.
I do not see him in
Well, I'm
here.
going to thank our friends at Bell Bank anyway, because we are live from the Bell Bank studios. I love Bell Bank. Ben likes Bell
I
Bank
love
as well.
Bell Bank,
I love
too.
them. Yeah.
We should get an ATM in here. Like a Bell Bank ATM.
That's a good idea.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Duh.
For all our, like when we lose a bet, we can just pay with
Yeah.
that.
There's a lot of ATMs in Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in
You
Zach's
shouldn't do
room.
it.
Yeah, and the withdrawal fees are
Yeah, don't do that.
astronomical.
He's here, I think.
Oh,
Let's go click on the old link at
There he
KFAN.com/watch.
Wayne?
oh, lordy, lordy. Hi, Tom Pelissero.
Hi guys, how we doing?
Hi,
How
Tom.
you doing, buddy? You okay today?
Doing fantastic. Got my voice back. Got the 2-week super flu, whatever the hell it was, out of my system. So we're rolling, baby.
Super flu.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, good for you, man. I'm still working on getting my voice back.
The super flu.
Yeah.
Man, where do you guys want to start? There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of.
I want to just start with Hawk, why he's got to creep me out every week when I pop on. Like the first minute, it's him making weird. Yeah, what is this?
Your head is on my body right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's adjusting to it.
Yeah. There we go. Anyway, hi, Tom. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it very much. It's good to see your face. Thanks for helping us lighten the load on everybody around the Twin Cities and the world by talking about football and things that don't matter very much. We appreciate it very much. And thanks to Bell Bank for bringing us to you all season long. Other way around. You know what I meant. Okay, let's talk football. First of all, are you at all interested in tonight's college football game?
This is the first I'm hearing of a college football game tonight. It's been a little busy. I've been a little busy the past few days. I had no clue. Usually I find these out. I'll start seeing tweets about the game, and I'll be like, hey, there's that college game on.
Yeah.
Who's playing?
Tonight is Miami and Ole Miss. It's the the semifinals. Whoever wins this game goes to
The finals.
The finals, either Indiana or Oregon. So I thought maybe because you'll be talking about all these guys next year, but I was wrong.
I'll peek in, on the quarterbacks when Fernando Mendoza's playing. That's interesting to me. Obviously, seeing Ty Simpson in the game that they lost to Indiana. Those things. But dude, this week is bonkers every year, and it was kind of set up this way too for this to be a particularly wild year. I think I said it on this show that because there were no, really clear head coaching candidates, no slam dunk, the typical rising coordinators, the Ben Johnsons, the Mike McDonalds. that this was going to be a cycle defined by what coaches get fired and immediately become available. What I did not foresee was John Harbaugh, as quickly as he did and in the manner he did, becoming available, in addition to Kevin Stefanski, in addition to what potentially could be additional ripple effects here over the next week as well. There's not a lot of times that a John Harbaugh or a two-time NFL Coach of the Year like Kevin Stefanski drop onto the market. And so what you're seeing right now is a really aggressive pushes by teams to try to see if there's a match with one of those guys. There's interviews going on all over the place. You know, Clint Kubiak, a former Vikings assistant, has 5 different head coaching interviews that he's going to be packing into like an hour with each team on Zoom during their bye week this week. A couple of the Broncos guys, Vance Joseph, Davis Webb, doing a whole bunch of interviews. The other coaches who are out of the playoffs can interview. And then next week, because of the rules after the wild card games, everybody who's playing this week, so coaches from 12 teams, those will all happen next week. So this is a chaotic thing. But like we saw with Mike Vrabel last year, you saw the Patriots dramatically accelerate their process. It seems like we've got at least the early signs that some teams might be doing the same thing for John Harbaugh. And so, I would not be shocked. We'll see how it plays out, but I would not be shocked if in the next, 48 to 72 hours, we start getting a pretty good idea of where some of these fired coaches could land.
So 48 hours ago, I don't think almost any of us saw Harbaugh being available. We all thought he was going to be with the Ravens for a long, long time. We just before you got on, we're talking about potential quarterbacks for the Minnesota Vikings and who might be available. Is there a current, quote, franchise quarterback that you believe will be available via trade or other options this offseason that the public might not see coming? Like, could the Vikings pry someone loose?
There's a bunch of quarterbacks. I think there's probably only a dozen teams who actually know what their quarterback situation is going to be in 2026. And so, if you go down the list, Kirk Cousins, they did the restructure of his contract at the end of the season. It was actually done prior to the Falcons firing everybody. So this was a plan that was already in place, but he's essentially guaranteed that he's going to be back out there. Is that going to be a match coming back to Minnesota? There's a lot of layers to that. But that's a quarterback that's going to become available. Kyler Murray is due $40 million fully guaranteed this year. They've got a trigger of sorts in mid-March where another $20 million will become fully guaranteed. I would anticipate he's not on the Cardinals roster by then and he gets released. Tua Tagovailoa, the most likely situation is that he gets released. Those top line, franchise guys, there'll be rumors on, Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, people calling on some of those quarterbacks. I don't foresee those things taking place. The Ravens made their big change. They're going to have a new head coach, and the biggest draw to that job is going to be Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow, I'm sure there'll be calls, but there's no reason to believe that Mike Brown, who doesn't ever like other people to play with his toys, is just going to trade away one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. There certainly are other, if I'm looking down my board, Daniel Jones is a free agent. Geno Smith could be available. Russell Wilson's a free agent. Justin Fields, you would anticipate, is going to be cut. Deshaun Watson's going to be staying in Cleveland in all likelihood for another year just because the cap ramifications of moving on from him are so astronomical. But certainly, there's a ton of moving parts. Nobody, put it this way, nobody last year was sitting here and going, at this time of year in particular, when the Vikings are in the playoffs and going, what's probably going to happen is Sam Darnold's not going to be back in Minnesota. The Seahawks are going to trade Geno Smith to the Raiders, and then they're going to sign Darnold. I don't think that was on anybody's bingo card, but there's domino effects in all this. That only took place because Geno Smith was unhappy with the $40 million around that he was due, demanded more money. They made him an offer. He didn't like the offer. And then they went, we'll take a 3rd-round pick and get 10 years younger and pay Sam Darnold less. And it's worked out great. You just don't know how some of those situations are going to take place. But, unless you're on the short list of, the Packers, the Patriots, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Chargers, there's like 10 to 12 teams. Unless you have one of those guys, everything's up for grabs. And in a year two, where, Ty Simpson just declared for the draft, Fernando Mendoza is widely believed to be the number 1 pick. Beyond those guys, there's not a clear, we'll see what the kid from Oregon, Moore, does, but there's not like clear-cut, even first-round potential prospects, everybody's going to be looking at the veteran quarterback market and figuring out what buttons could be pushed. And to your point, there could be some that aren't obvious, but they become obvious based on how things play out as we get into February and early March.
Tom, this might be a tough one, but Mac Jones. Mac Jones is like the one that everybody wants to talk about with the Vikings because of what he did with Shanahan and that style of system and what he could look like in this system with KOC. But as you said, it's going to be a bidders situation. Like you're going to really, really have to outbid anybody else to get his services. So what do you think is the ballpark winning bid for a guy like Mac Jones?
Well, let's start with this. He's a young, cheap backup on a team whose starting quarterback has missed a lot of time. Brock Purdy, if you look at him, and again, I don't know if Sauce is in the room, he'll be triggered, but he's maybe the most efficient quarterback in NFL history. If you just look at the raw statistics, there was a clear jump once Brock Purdy got healthy and rolling from what they were doing early on with Mac Jones. But Purdy every year has been banged up. He had the elbow injury. This year was a turf toe injury that kept him off the field for basically half the year. There's a great value in San Francisco to having a number 2 quarterback who you trust can go out there and execute at a high level. So I don't think that Kyle Shanahan's just going, hey, if we can get a 3rd-round pick for Mac Jones, great, let's take it. I don't foresee it being a 1st-round pick for Mac Jones. I don't even know that you get into 2nd-round pick territory, which has kind of been the historical. If you're trading a backup quarterback who's good, who's behind an established starter, a 2's kind of usually the top end of what you potentially can get. I just don't know that what really moves the needle for San Francisco. Having said that, Kyle has shown that he can take different quarterbacks and come in. Sam Darnold was one of them. And, just like Sean McVay, just like Kevin O'Connell has, those guys, based on their expertise, can take somebody that the league has decided isn't good enough and make them good enough for them to go on and get a new deal. That, frankly, is part of why I believe they did a 2-year contract with Mac Jones, was knowing odds are he's going to see the field. We're not going to be able to afford him after the season. Why not sign him to a 2-year contract? Is there another quarterback out there that could be a reclamation project for Kyle Shanahan? And then he goes, all right, if we can get, just throwing out names, a Kyler Murray in here, then maybe we feel comfortable with Mac Jones moving on. Maybe Kirk Cousins at this stage in his career, even though I think down the stretch he showed once he's healthy, he still could be a starter. Maybe Kirk's fine being a number 2. I don't really see that being the case. I think Kirk's starting somewhere in 2026. But, there's all kinds of possibilities. I just don't think that you make that move in a vacuum. And I don't think that this is a throwaway. I mean, when Mac Jones had no future in New England, the Patriots still got like a 5th-round pick for him, trading him to Jacksonville. Now that he's playing a lot better football, the price is going to be higher than that. I don't know that the 49ers are taking, a 4th round or even a 3rd for Mac Jones. And at some point, you start to get really rich in terms of, what that number is going to be, especially because if you're trading for Mac Jones to be your starter, he's also going to want a new contract as part of that deal.
Tom Pelissero, do you think any of the coaches coaching this weekend with a loss could be out of a job?
You don't have a Brock Purdy follow-up?
Oh, no, I don't know.
But is The Holiday a top 3 movie or not?
I mean, he looked great last week.
The Holiday?
I love The Holiday.
Yeah, so the bid is, it's not worth explaining this, but when
Who's in The Holiday?
When
Jack Black.
When Purdy had 5 touchdowns, I think for the 2nd consecutive game, like 2 weeks ago. Normally when Purdy sucks, Sauce just tweets like crazy about how bad he is.
Like last week.
But when I went to Twitter to see if he was like, oh, look, Purdy's lighting it up. What is Sauce saying about Purdy now? He wasn't watching the game. He simply said The Holiday is a top 3 Christmas movie of all time. So now our running bit is anytime that Purdy's lighting it up, he has to tweet about The Holiday, even if it's like September.
But I didn't have to last week because he was terrible.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That is also a wild
he was.
take. There is no objective criteria by which you can say The Holiday is a top 3.
It's so good. It's outstanding.
Because Jack Black's the one movie he didn't have a beard? Is that your whole logic? Like he showed range? It's the only movie where Jack Black plays a different character than he plays in every other movie.
Sorry, Tom.
But you're putting if you want, I now I'm fired up about this. The Holiday. If you're putting that above Christmas Vacation,
no, Christmas Vacation is
Home Alone, Love Actually.
Love Actually's terrible.
Right there. That is 3 slam dunk better movies.
No, Home Alone.
Love Actually is terrible.
Christmas Vacation and Home Alone are the top 2 standard. The Holiday is a great film.
All other Christmas movies come on. Elf? You're putting the holiday above Elf?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I will make a
you think
point
any of
once
the
things slow
coaches
down
will
to go
get
back and I think that's.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't ask you more about Brock.
I can see by the look on your face. You're serious. You
I'm
really
dead
believe the
serious.
holiday is the top
Serious.
3 holiday movie.
He's got a problem.
Well, don't forget about Cameron Diaz. She's
Yeah,
good in
she's
it
in
too.
it. Kate Winslet, some old guy who needs somebody to take him to an award ceremony.
Well, Tom, he also believes that A Christmas Story is the worst movie ever made. Not even
hideous.
holiday movie. It's the worst movie ever made, A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story is overrated.
Okay, there you go. Now we found common
yeah.
ground.
Now we can continue.
You guys can disagree on Purdy. You can disagree on the holiday.
Over Love Actually.
it's so
that is-
good.
and Elf. That is a wild take.
It's wild.
I think. I'll be a little more specific. I think he is specifically asking about the Packers. We're all confused about why the LaFleur rumors continue. That is he really on the hot seat? Could this be his last weekend if it is bad against Chicago?
What I would say is this. I think that it would be misguided, to say the least, for the Packers to move on from Matt LaFleur. He is a top play caller in the league, just that on itself. He has built a culture there. They are a perennial Pro Bowl or perennial playoff team. He made the transition from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love, a quarterback that he developed from a guy who, at Utah State was not running anything that loosely resembled, the type of offense he is playing now, had all kinds of things to clean up. Matt LaFleur, with coordinator changes, with coaches coming and going, has developed him. Matt LaFleur, if he became available, would be the number one candidate. I believe he would be above John Harbaugh. I certainly believe he'd be above Kevin Stefanski, and that's nothing against either of those guys. That's how good Matt LaFleur is. Having said that, the Packers are at this kind of pivot point because LaFleur and the GM Brian Gutekunst both have their contracts up after the 2026 season. There are structural questions because you got a new president and CEO who might want a different type of structure than what the Packers have now, where you basically have the head coach, the GM, and Russ Ball, who's the administrator, all reporting to the ownership. The Packers historically, for many, many years, had a linear structure of the GMs above the head coach. So there's structural questions there. And then there's also a question of how much do you want to pay? Matt LaFleur, based on his track record, if you're just looking at the head coaching market, is a $15 million a year coach. That's what he should be getting paid. He is being paid less than that now. On an extension, he should be a top 10, if not higher paid coach in the NFL based on the success that he's had and how valuable he is relative to the marketplace. If the Packers reach a point where they decide we like you, but we just aren't going to pay that, then there's different scenarios that could play out. Matt LaFleur could say, great, cool, I'm going to coach this thing out in 2026. He could say, let's work out a deal where I get a new contract with a different team and you work out a trade. He could also say, if that's how you feel, then you should probably just fire me now because the price isn't going down next summer. Those are all the different things that could play out here. I think that if you're just looking at the first two Packers-Bears matchups, I would not be surprised at all if they win this game on Saturday night. They clearly outplayed the Bears in the first meeting. I believe they outplayed them in the second meeting, and only because they failed to run out the clock and they didn't recover an onside kick, the Bears were able to come back and win that game. So let's see what happens on Saturday night. I would just reiterate, yes, are there different ways this could go? Sure, because you're entering the last year of your contract. It's kind of like, it's not unlike what happened last year with Kevin O'Connell, where, there were rumors that, would people trade for him and things like that. Sure, if he became available, I'm sure that would have happened. But it's not like the Vikings were shopping him. It's not like the Wilfs were saying, hey, give us a call. It was, all right, are you going to pay what the number is? And they stepped up and paid Kevin O'Connell a great deal of money. With the Packers, are they going to make that same type of a commitment? The Vikings move very swiftly on that. If the Packers are going to do it, I would think that they would do it in the near term, because if it's going to go the other direction, for multiple reasons, you need to make that decision sooner than later.
All right, I got one for you. Now let's bring everything back in-house. This is Tom Pelissero, thanks to Bell Bank. Let's talk about the Vikes. What is do you have any latest rumors on B-Flow? And then as this thing kind of stretches out this offseason, are you hearing anything else about any other movements within the Vikings organization, coaches or front office?
As of last night, no teams have put in a head coach interview slip for Brian Flores. Certainly there has been speculation in the media and within the league of the connection with Tom Brady and the possibility of Las Vegas. One thing you have to remember is because of the way the rules are set up, the coaches who are on a bye, so Clint Kubiak, Davis Webb, Vance Joseph, they can only interview first time this week. And if you don't interview them this week, then by rule, you can't interview them in the future. You can't interview them 2 weeks down the line unless they're out of the playoffs. So I do believe that there's going to be interest. I do believe Flo is going to have interviews. Baltimore would be another team that would make a lot of sense as they try to get younger and have a very clear identity, get back to being what the Ravens are. And so we'll see, exactly how this plays out. The Raiders certainly could pop up again. In terms of Flo's contract, I don't get the sense that that's on the front burner because he's focused right now on what head coaching opportunities potentially could be out there. Once you get past that, let's see exactly, how some of those other dominoes fall. Is it in play for Flo to potentially come back? Yes. But there's a lot of other interest, I would tell you that, in terms of defensive coordinator if there's not a head coaching opportunity out there for him.
And just to follow up, just so we are all on the same page with the numbers, the Holiday is 51% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that is completely fair.
Okay, hold on a second. If we're going to play this game, hold on.
What game are we playing?
I mean, what's Home Alone 1, which I love?
I would bet it's at 97%.
I bet it's in like the 40s.
Oh, Home Alone's going to be higher than 51.
No chance.
Home Alone's got to be in the 90s.
66.
It's a John Hughes movie.
66?
Home Alone 2 is 35.
And that's too high.
Home Alone 2 is bad.
No, Home Alone 2 rocks, right?
Nailed it on Home Alone 2.
See, Tom's
You like Home Alone 2, Sauce?
Yeah, Home Alone. What did this turn into me getting destroyed? Yeah, I like Home Alone 2. Sorry, I'm not
I bet you
smart.
like Back to the Future 3 as well.
Yes!
No, that's Hawk.
See, Tom is smart. He
I love
gets it.
Back to the Future 3 is the best of 3.
Oh, God.
It is. I don't care what
I got
anybody
an
says.
argument about this yesterday, as if I don't have enough going on.
You're on my
and
side,
Mike
right?
Garofolo, my colleague, texted Back to the Future 3 is the best Back to the Future.
Oh,
and I'm
my
like,
God.
I don't even have time to deal with you
Tell him I think
right
he's
now
sexy.
and explain why the family resemblances and the town make sense between 1985 and 1955.
It does, doesn't
It's the
it?
same generation. It's the same people. Now we're going back to 1885,
Right.
and Mad Dog Tannen just so happens to have a feud with a guy who looks exactly like Marty McFly.
That's
Do
right.
you know how families work? Have you ever looked at your relatives from 100 years ago? They look nothing like you, unless you are strictly staying within your own house in the gene pool. They're
Avi.
going to have some type of an evolution.
Tom gets it.
Back to the Future 3 is not even close the worst of those movies.
Agreed.
I like when Tom's fired up.
He's
like
right.
that.
He's more fired up about Back
I
to
hate
the
when he's
Future
so
than
wrong.
football. No,
I'm
he's
not
right,
allowed
though.
to root for anything in football. I can root for Sauce to be a moron about movies.
I didn't
Nailed it.
say it about back. My God, I didn't.
Back,
like
my
the
God.
movie.
Tom, you're the best, dude. Thank you.
You're the greatest.
Bye, Tom.
Bye.
Tom Pelissero.
See you later.
He's so right about movies.
Clint Eastwood.
Back to the Future 3 is 79% on
How
Rotten
is that
Tomatoes.
possible? That movie sucks.
Would you stop?
79%.
That's what he got to say.
What's the
up, Ben?
second one?
Hold on, this computer's 63.
Oh, my
See,
gosh.
it's
Ben,
so
your
right.
hands up.
What you got, man?
I got to run. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being flexible with my schedule today. And I just want to thank Lexus of Wyzetta, Lexus of Maplewood for bringing me today, and specifically the actual Lexus GX550, which actually brought me to the studio and is going to take me away. So thank you, Lexus. Appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys on Monday.
All right, dude. See you on Monday.
Okay, bye.
Bye, buddy.
Paul, your hands up.
Back to the Future 1,
I'm going to go 93%.
92.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Now it's time for headlines.
Headlines, here we go. The next 3 hosts and musical guests of Saturday Night Live have been announced.
Ooh.
January
Warrant.
17th. Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things
And Warrant.
with musical guest ASAP Rocky.
Or Warrant.
Then Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor and Geese.
Yeah, with Judas Priest.
And then Alexander Skarsgård and Cardi
Guar.
B.
Guar?
Those are the next 3.
Guar featuring Cardi B.
What?
That's right.
That's on the TV?
You heard what I said.
Is Warren still around?
Oh, they are? Sure. What a stupid question. Don't make me get Tom Pelissero back out of here.
Oh, I bet he loves Warren.
Gosh,
Did
damn
anybody
right.
listen to the Ricky Gervais episode of Smartless this week? Did you guys check it
Not
out?
yet. No, huh?
No.
So Bradley Cooper is on the first, 10 minutes, maybe less.
Really?
He's wherever they were recording the podcast, he was in one of their houses, right? So they like briefly talk with Ricky, and then Bradley's like, all right, I got to go. I'm not going to step on your thing. I'm out of here, right?
Ouch.
But in those handful of moments, they laughed about how everybody is accusing Bradley Cooper of getting plastic surgery. And remember when Elizabeth Reese was on, and I believe they've also talked about this on Twin Cities Live, everyone is convinced that he got that, what is it called? Like the upper bleph or something?
Yeah, like
the eye surgery.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
The one that Marnie needs.
wow.
Son of bitch.
Not my words.
Wow, Corey's going to
Too
beat
late
you
now.
up.
Say that to her face tomorrow.
No, I didn't say it.
No,
say
Barb
that to
said
her.
it, right?
Say that
said
to her
it.
current face tomorrow.
Well, I'll let Barb do all that.
Either way, he is denying it, and they laughed about it. They're like, I just don't understand where this stuff is coming from, and I don't get it.
Wow.
But, so he's saying no, that whatever that eye surgery is, that everybody says it's 100% that he got because of the before and afters. He's saying no.
Oh.
And they all thought it was kind of funny that that's how the news works.
Oh.
Anyway,
How was the Gervais bit?
I listened to the first half so far. I haven't heard the back half, but Ricky's the best.
Yeah, he's great.
He's awesome. Second season premiere of The Pit on HBO Max
man, let's
starting
go.
tonight.
What a great show.
The Pit.
It's so good. I know nobody will watch it because I love it, but it's so good.
I mean, everybody else loves it.
It's so good.
Critically
It's just so
acclaimed.
good. It's just so. I can't wait. Can't wait. Yep.
I think most of us can name, at the most, 3 chess players, right?
Chess.
Actual ones.
Oh.
Actual chess players.
Yeah.
Go for it. Try.
Bobby Fischer.
That's 1.
Magnus Carlsen.
That's 2.
Lukov.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I've never beaten him.
Phil Diagony.
So the agony probably plays.
No, I don't know.
Bobby Fischer is one of them, though, right? If you're asking the average person on the street to name a chess player, he's probably the one that people know the most,
What about
right?
Queen Gambit?
Yeah.
Right. She's fantastic. She's also an actress.
Oh, she is.
Bobby Fischer won his first U.S. chess championship on this day in 1958.
Okay.
How old was he when he won his first U.S. chess championship?
Wow.
This day, 1958.
Wasn't he?
12.
I thought I was going to say 13. What is he?
14 years old.
Wow.
It was
Christ.
one of his 8 wins over the next 9 years. Who beat him? The one year that he lost.
Nose.
Who beat him the 1 year he lost?
Yeah.
This is a crazy story. Amani Toomer.
Happy birthday, Amani Toomer.
No, it's not his
really?
birthday. It's a true story. He beat him. He's great.
Wow.
Great chessman.
The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette newspaper announced that it's shutting down in May. They first published their newspaper back in 1786. But it is,
That's too bad.
as media continues to collapse, traditional old school media continues to collapse. Here's another example. Print publications, newspapers, magazines, they're just falling by the wayside on a daily basis.
Too bad. It's too bad.
That's
Newspapers kick ass, man.
They do.
Yeah,
but-
they're
I
great.
haven't had a subscription to a newspaper in probably 20 years, but
Yep.
that was something I definitely liked. Even in my 20s, I would be like, let's read the paper.
Yep. Change is hard.
No, it really is. All right. So on the surface, this may seem like a super easy question, but I want you guys to just take a deep breath and think about it for 1 second and then answer. There's the deep breath. Let me ask it though first. Both of these men are dead. Both of these people, though, were born today. David Bowie and Elvis Presley. If you can only listen to one of their catalogs for the rest of your life, the other one you can never hear again, do you pick all of Bowie's catalog or all of Elvis Presley's catalog? The other one you can never listen to again.
Damn.
Which one do you pick and why?
It's not even close. It's
Yeah,
Bowie.
It's Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zachary?
Yeah, Bowie's more fun.
Damn.
Nobody's on Team Elvis.
No.
What would
Damn.
your answer be?
I'm not a huge fan of either,
Yeah.
but I do probably lean slightly towards Bowie as well, but barely. They're both like, I'm never going to search out
Yeah.
either. Like, I'm not going to put either one of them on a playlist. But if it's like, Heroes versus Jailhouse Rock,
Space Oddity.
I'm taking Heroes.
Yeah.
You know? What year do you believe David Bowie died?
Oh, I mean,
Can you get it?
2012.
2016 through 18.
I thought 18.
I was going to say, I'm going to say 16.
Nailed it. 2016.
That was an eerie day.
It was, man. It was weird, right?
He had that video that he
Yes,
released, and
Lazarus.
Hawk and I watched it, man. And then, did he die like
Couple
2
days
or 3 days later.
Yeah.
Elvis.
You, man, I'm in heaven.
Elvis died on what year?
73.
9.
It was in the 70s.
79, right? No?
77.
77.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Miracle Open.
What?
Is a miracle?
The Open of Miracle goes, Miracle on Ice, it goes to the 1970s, all like the big events. And I remember when it said 1977, Elvis the King.
That's an A+ film.
So good. I got to watch
Hopefully
it again.
Tom doesn't.
I will watch it again. Coming up in February, baby.
We haven't tried this in a while where I have you guys guess something that's impossible to guess unless you read it.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see how close you get and how long it takes you to get closer.
Keep going.
Someone in Camden, New Jersey stole something from behind a bar that is like the bar's iconic kind of talking piece, right? It had been behind the bar for years. It's kind of what the bar was known for, but somebody stole it. What was behind the bar for years that was a conversation starter at the bar, and it was kind of their iconic piece of...
The Beaver.
No.
Rosie.
New Jersey?
You're actually not far off to start. It's not a bad guess, Rosie. And I need you to be extremely specific.
Does it relate to the location at all?
Nope. Not at all.
Okay.
The bar platypus.
It is animal related.
The bar. Shark tooth.
Well, behind
I
him-
mean,
No.
that's you're on the right path.
Alligator skull with teeth.
Now you're going the wrong way in terms of ecosystems.
It says shark tooth, so it's got to be in the sea.
Whale blubber.
No.
Crab?
This is a
They're never
conversation
going to get
starter.
it. You know they're never going to get it. We could sit here all
They're
day.
getting
They can
closer.
just throw out random things. And
They're
Is it
getting closer.
close with the
I
shark
have faith
thing?
in you guys. It's in this shark ecosystem. It's not necessarily always underwater. And you're guessing like teeth and stuff.
can we just tell
I mean,
them?
Is it a copy of like Jaws that was signed by?
Yeah, by the 25 guy.
They're never going to get it.
Let me see if I can do
Oh,
it like
that's
this.
sad.
Let me try it like this. Sauce, what's an animal that you would compare the Gallon, Colorado to?
Oh, a whale?
That's not always in the water, though.
A seal?
Bigger.
Dolphin?
No,
God.
manatee.
My God.
Not always in the water.
Walrus.
Nailed it. Walrus.
Walrus tooth. Walrus beard. Walrus face. Walrus eyeballs. Walrus
Zach, help him out.
flipper thing.
I don't know what walruses are.
Yes, you know what they have, though.
They have
Husk.
tails?
Tusk.
Jesus.
What the whale? Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about walruses.
What if
I
it's
don't
a
even know how
boy?
to say it.
What if it's a boy?
A walrus penis?
Nailed it. We got there.
My God.
It was, why?
Why?
Why did they do that?
I don't know, but somebody stole it.
How did it take us that long to guess walrus penis?
Yeah.
Title of the podcast.
Yeah, well said, Zacho.
The whole question, how did it take that long for us to guess walrus penis? Tomorrow, I doubt we'll bring up a walrus penis, but you never know.
never
It's the
know.
Power Trip Morning Show, 5:30 to 9. I expect John Kriesel tomorrow, right? No reason why
Yes,
he's not
sir.
going to be here. Parrish will be here. Marnie will be here. I think it's 107,000. I think it was 106.5 last week, was it
That
not?
sounds correct.
So we'll tell you for sure tomorrow, but I believe it's $107,000 up for grabs with the initials jackpot, thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. That'll be at 8:15. Normal 4 tomorrow. That'll be fun. We'll start at 5:30.
That'll be great.
We'll end at 8:55. We'll see you tomorrow. 9 to noon is next.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba Dabba. Love you.